What's up, everybody? A lot of people hopping in here. How's everybody doing? Give me a thumbs up on the audio, video, okay? Everybody doing good? Thumbs up, thank you. Appreciate it. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, cool. All right. I'll give it just a minute or two, and then we'll get started. I think we're going to start today's show off with some dollar driftwood auction. So I just got a few pieces just so people can get some stuff. I haven't done any of these before because it's scary to lose money, but we'll start off with some dollar driftwood because I want some people to get some pieces. So, what is shipping? It'll tell you when I list it. Um, it depends where you are in location to me, but um, Whatnot's pretty good for like a full kit that I shipped. The most expensive I've seen it is $13 for a piece of driftwood. That's going to be a lot cheaper. Probably more like, I don't know, depends where you are. I wouldn't know. The platform will tell you as soon as I list it here in a second. It'll probably be like I don't know, maybe $6. I'm pretty close to Ohio, but it'll tell you. It might be cheaper than that. All right, everybody, let's we'll do a dollar piece of driftwood. So as you're coming in here, I'll just explain today's show. I don't think I updated the show notes. Yeah, I can bundle ship. Yeah, I can bundle ship. I haven't had an issue with that. I've done it so far. The only hesitation is just if you bought like some giant heavy stuff to where the package came out really heavy, but overall I don't think it'd be a problem. So yeah, I can do that. So for today's show, I've got some dollar driftwood I'm gonna auction off here. It's kind of some smaller. This piece is pretty good, but mostly smaller. I got this full aquascape kit, which we'll sell or auction off as well. So this one is kind of, I'm calling it Dune vibes, like the movie Dune. My wife walked down here and I said, "What do you think?" She said, no green. Kind of gives me Dune vibes. So, all right, I'll take it. Um, I've got a nano kit already pre-scaped here in a 3 gallon that I'll pull on screen as well. So that one will be nice, cheap tank for somebody to set up. I sell just the decor, right? So, um, and then I got another bundle for you, another hardscape bundle of Ceru Stone and Spiderwood. So thanks for joining, everybody. I appreciate it. So let's get started with some dollar driftwood. Let me catch up on the comments here. Some referrals coming in. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Let me get this dollar driftwood rolling. Bear with me here as I get started. Starting price $1. Okay. So why don't we do the kind of a smaller piece first? We'll do let's do this one for $1. Go. This piece right here on screen that I'm holding. So this is I didn't mention, so I've already done the work. This is pre-treated driftwood. So it already is going to have the tannins out of it. So I've already boiled it and soaked it. So should be minimal or no tannins at all. So this is already pre-treated driftwood. So $2, what a steal. Cost me more than that to pack it. Very nice. Oh, last second. Yenny, the last second. Yeah, you should be able to see how much shipping is now. When you're whoever was asking last time. $4. This little piece here. For scale reference, by the way, the background here is a 10-gallon aquarium, so you can tell kind of the size. Randall Rob, good job. $4. Good for you. That's awesome. All right, we'll do another piece. $10 for you? Wow. All right. Another small little nano piece. This is definitely a small piece. I do have big hands. I'm pretty tall, but it's a small piece. So I'll go ahead and run another piece of driftwood here. And go. Pre-treated driftwood. So already boiled already. Yeah, I'll bundle ship. Yeah, I got you. So it's pre-treated driftwood already. Did you get it? Still going. Okay, $2. Yeah, tannins should be going out of this. It's already boiled and soaked, so saved you a little bit of work, a little bit of headache. Nice little piece for a little beta tank, something like that. All right, Randall, Rob, you building out a tank? Okay, I'll get another piece going here. We'll do a slightly bigger one, kind of different piece. This is kind of more like I guess like you could say like a Malaysian driftwood. We'll hold that up there for a second. So this one a little bit bigger. Again, that's a 10-gallon in the background for reference. So we'll start off more dollar driftwood. Again, pre-treated. I can't promise no tannins, right? If you guys have ever used driftwood, you never know. But I've soaked this stuff for a couple months. I boiled it, so should have done most of the work for you. Let me run this dollar driftwood. See who wants it. See if anybody's going to beat out Randall Rob this time. All right. Yenny coming in for this piece. Yeah, this other piece, this kind of bigger one, it kind of matches that. It's like a Malaysian driftwood style. It's pretty cool. It's really dark. I don't know if that shows up real good in the light. Yeah, it's pretty representative of what it looks like. Henry-san. Very nice. All right. Couple more here. Just checking the poll. Looks like kind of a good mix. The majority being maybe a 10 to 20 gallon, followed by 55 to 75 gallon. Okay, cool. I specialize in that 10 to 20 gallon range. I try to at least, just because shipping isn't crazy versus like shipping for a 75 gallon hardscape can get expensive. So we got a few aquascapes coming up, like the one you're seeing in the background. We'll sell here later. So let's go with this last little piece of pre-treated spiderwood. We're going to list that up for $1. Again, this one's got again, it's small, right? I do have big hands, but it's small, but it's got a really unique looking character to it, right? So you can kind of see what that looks like. Driftwood for $1. Go. Randall Rob won a third piece. Get the 3 set. Henry-san looking for another little piece. Henry-san. What kind of fish you guys have, Henry-san? Okay. One more piece on the driftwood, and then we're gonna switch to the aquascape bundles. And if you guys want, we'll build an aquascape live too. I like to do one of those just because it's fun to hang out with you guys, and even if nobody buys the end result, no worries by me. So let's list. This is the biggest piece of driftwood we're doing for a dollar auction. So hoping this goes for more than those last little pieces. But this one's I've actually made a few scapes with this myself, dry scapes, just for content on social media. And I like to do this like a tree. I think of like a tire swing, like a tree hanging over a river. That's how I've set it up. Um, on my social media, same username as this. You could probably dig that up, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a tree with some roots. But different ways you could set this thing, right? You can use it as a part of a bigger piece. So let's fire this one up. Smaller fish, platies, tetras. Yeah, the stuff you just got's great for a beta tank for sure. I think platies are super underrated. I actually don't own any, but I want to because they're super underrated. But I don't want all the babies, so I'm gonna have to find a fish that will coexist with them but take care of the babies. All right, I am going to fire up this last piece of driftwood for a dollar. So this is definitely the biggest of the bundle, or not the bundle, biggest of the ones we've been auctioning off here. So this is again pre-treated driftwood, so it's already going to have all or most of the tannins out of this already. Oh, you love your platies? Yeah, I need to. I need to get into that game. Pre-treated driftwood. Henry Son looking to complete the trifecta. What would you say, Zach, is the smallest tank you'd recommend for little school platies? Can I do it like a 20? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, Henry Son. Fiver. That's a good. That's probably your best deal yet. All right. Good stuff. So I've never done this. I've never done this individual driftwood pieces auctions like this for. I've just been doing kind of buy it now stuff, but this seems to be more fun for you guys and for me, to be honest. So follow along if you're hanging out. We can do more of these later. I can actually do some more. I have some more pre-treated driftwood I could do towards the end as well, since people are interested in it. Um, Especially those that have already bought a couple things here. I can do some more later. But I want to get to these hardscape bundles. Okay, first one's in a 10. Yeah, I've got this 10, and I'm thinking about getting it just. I want to maybe get it set up here with fish, like kind of next to my live stream, just as like a nice little vibe. And then I can have another empty 10 that I can use for like showing scapes and stuff. But I've been torn. I haven't been setting it up because I've been torn on what to put in it. I just can't make up my mind. Yeah, yeah, they do breed like crazy. I want to do like a tank with like, I don't know, like platies, mollies, and then like some dwarf cichlids or something. Just in that, like the thought would be they keep the population of babies down. I'm a cichlid guy. I love cichlids, but anyway. Okay. Next up, everybody. Do we want to do a nano pre-scaped nano kit tank kit? So it'll come with all the rocks, wood, and then I throw in some fake plants for you if you want. Or would we rather look at this 10-gallon aquascape kit? Again, pre-treated driftwood. All this stone is clean, and it comes with everything. Not the tank, not the sand, but all the decor. So I think this would be good in like a 10 to a 20-gallon potentially. Is probably what I'd recommend. Oh yeah, I got an electric blue car. That's a great fish. They're really peaceful. Those electric blue rams are gorgeous, but I've heard that people have trouble with them sometimes. So you have to let me know what you think. Yeah, Corey's are. I've never met anybody that doesn't like Corys. Actually, I talked to my local pet store, and they said that emerald Corys would work in my big cichlid tank. I have a 75-gallon. It's got like Severums, a Jack Dempsey, um, some other stuff, electric blue Acara, some random stuff. And they said if I grow out the emerald Corys, they think they would work in there. And I would love to do that because the thing with the big cichlids is they kind of just float in their territory. So I feel like having some Corys would really get a lot of activity into the tank. All right. If there's no preference, why don't we go ahead and I'll go ahead and pin this aquascape you see here and see if people are interested. If you're not, just let me know what you think. Is this something you like? Something you could see changing? Let me see if I can pin this real quick so you guys can. So this is basically I build these aquascape kits. So I'm trying to make it easy for anybody who doesn't know how to aquascape to basically just like buy a pre-made kit of everything that goes together. I send a picture and basic instructions of how to recreate it and how to set it up. So that's kind of what you're seeing here. It's already set up. Sometimes I set them up on stream, but just want to have one set up already just for time's sake. So are you, Yenny, you asked about this kit here. So I was thinking, so I sell my kits for $69. That's what I sell them for. I'm thinking if people are interested, I could run it cheaper, but $69 is what I sell my. I can run this. I can run this as an auction. So let me get this set up here and see if anybody's interested. This is a 10-gallon tank, so you can see here it fills out a 10-gallon completely. I think you could use it in a 20-gallon as well. So this is Dragonstone and a really cool piece. I'll pull this out real quick and show you guys. Really cool piece of driftwood here. I mean, there's not a bad way to set this thing. Like this one is actually just sick. If it doesn't sell, I'm going to set it up in my own tank because I'm tired of thinking about it. If it doesn't sell in this kit, I'm just going to keep it because I don't know. Sometimes you just get a piece and you're like, man, that one is just the one I want. So I kind of forget how I had this set up in here. I think it was like, yeah, it was like that. But you could set it up, I mean, any way you want. Like that's pretty sick, actually. I would just move those rocks a little bit. But I'll put it how I had it just because I was setting that scape up like this. So like I said, I sell these for $69. I'm going to lower the price when there's an auction because if anybody gets it and then they're happy with it, that means I can just box it up and ship it and I don't have to put all these materials away. So your gain, I'm running this now for starting at $45. Again, this is all pre-treated hardscape. So this piece of wood, if you want, I can glue it to the rocks before I ship it so you can drop it right in and it sinks, but it's pre-treated. Should have no or minimal tannins. It's already been boiled. It's already been boiled, already been soaked. So I'm going to start this auction now. If you guys have any questions about this, let me know. Yeah, I see 11 people like the 10 to 20 gallon range. So that's why I tend to show these hardscape setups inside of a 10 gallon. Thanks for joining. I see some referrals coming in. I'm not sure where those came from. All right, nobody's filling the hardscape kit. No worries. All right, next up, we have similar, but this time for a nano kit. It'll be cheaper. So Yenny, this would be cheaper. It'll be a full setup. It's going to include the rocks and everything. Let me get the light on it for you here and get that camera angle changed a little bit for you. So you can get a better look at this aquascape setup here. This isn't a 3-gallon tank, so this would work really good in a nano tank, like in a beta tank, of course. A little nano tank. It could, it would. I think it'd do well in a 5-gallon too. You can see it really fills out this 3-gallon quite well. So this is going to be. Let me repin this product so you guys can get a look at it. But this is really the entry level, right? I'm gonna start an auction here for $20 on this one. It's Nano River, and this would be, if you guys already have aquascapes and you like to set your own up, this would be good if you had a friend that you like that likes your fish tank and is like, I should get one sometime. They don't know where to start. You could literally go to PetSmart, buy this tank for $30, buy this Decor kit from me, get you a bag of sand while you're at PetSmart, and they have a fully set up nano tank. So something to think about. Again, these little kits are really nice from PetSmart. That's all this tank is. I think they're on sale right now for less than $30 for the kit. It comes with the light and the filter and everything. I'm just selling the hardscape, so it doesn't come with the tank, doesn't come with the sand, obviously. Quiet chat tonight. It is March Madness. If you're into basketball, Purdue just, I think, hit a buzzer beater. I just missed it. Okay, you guys can see that okay? Yep. Okay. So I will go ahead and run this auction. This is, again, for this whole aquascape you see here. So it's like a river nano setup. It'd be really easy to set up. The driftwood's already pre-treated. So here we go. If anybody has any questions as you're coming in, you would be bidding on what is on screen from a Decor perspective. Doesn't come with the tank or the sand, all the Decor. I will send you an instruction guide on how to recreate this, including a picture that helps you get this set up. So you should be able to set this tank up, this aquascape up in less than 15 minutes and make it easy on you. Okay, no worries. You guys just want driftwood, don't you? Anybody here want some more driftwood? Driftwood for a 10-gallon? Randall Rob, yeah, you're in. All right. Interested, Rob, in either of these two pieces in here? Let me see what you got. Would you have spiderwood? It might be a little bit. No, they would fit in your beta tank probably. All right, I've got one more bundle to run. One more hardscape bundle, a little more on the premium end, with some fancy aquascaping rocks and wood. So this next one, I could aquascape if people are interested, but it's been a pretty quiet room so far. But this next one is basically going to be a big centerpiece and then some nice Series stones. So this would be a bundle, an aquascape bundle. Let me pin the product here for you, team. Let's see. Pin item. Hardscape bundle. Thanks for the follow. All right, so this is some. I think this would be a good setup for like a 10 to 20 gallon. Again, I can aquascape this in a tank and throw in some fake plants so you guys get the idea of what it would look like. But more or less, I would build. I'll show you all this rock it comes with. I'm giving you a lot of serious stone. A lot you could do with this. But if you were just to make like a big island, kind of island in the middle, you could do some cool stuff with this. So I'm just stacking it up here so you see it. But this rock is, we've never worked with it. Just a lot of different angles and ways you can make it look good. All right. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining. All right, checking the poll here. More 10 to 20 gallon. That's what people have. I got some 29 to 40s. Got a few 75s and 6 people with a big one. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Hardscape bundle. I'm going to go ahead and run this. Anybody interested? This is pre-treated driftwood. Oh, that's not all. So I'm going to throw in some more driftwood. So the scape, what I was kind of envisioning was like basically this in the middle, and I would make the rocks a lot better, but I'm putting in a lot of this stuff to extend this out, right? So you kind of have this big, this is one that would look really good with live plants, right? So you build a bunch of live plants and you got this wood kind of sticking out all different ways, and then maybe you can make some roots with it, right? So again, I could aquascape live for you guys, but you get the idea here. So this is quite a bit of rock, and then got the big centerpiece wood and then the add-ons to make it, you know, appear like one giant piece. So this is for the hardscape that's on the table here, right? So the Cirrus stone and all of this on the table. So this is pre-treated driftwood. All the rocks will be cleaned off already, so ready to drop right into your tank. And if you want, I will make this so it sinks. I'll attach a rock to it so it'll sink, so you can drop it right into your tank. So. All right. Next up, I will auction off some driftwood. Who wants some driftwood? I know Randall Rob does. Is anybody interested in rocks? I've got Cirrus stone, dragonstone, lava rock, river rock. I could bundle it up. You can tell me what you want. I do take, I try and accommodate if anybody has any custom thing they're looking for. Let me know. I got a bunch of stuff. If you're looking for anything in particular. So this is a nice big piece. It was a part of that bundle there. So this would, this would fill out a 10-gallon, right, as a centerpiece, or you can kind of put it on its side. Yeah. Run some rocks. It'll look good with what you got. Yeah, let me check what you got real quick. You got some spider wood. What size tank did you say? No bonsai tree crews. Wood wise, I have Malaysian driftwood and spider wood, and that's probably it for today. I accidentally threw away a whole box of my manzanita. I thought it was empty, so that was painful. I was gonna create some river setups of manzanita, but I'm low. I'm out, almost out. Yeah, Henry, I can run some rocks that will look nice with what you have. I can't remember if you told me what size tank you have. Probably would do some smaller Cirrus stone pieces, is what I would guess for a beta tank. But yeah, I can't start this one at $1 because if it sells for $5, then I'm hurting. 15-gallon and a 5. Okay. Yeah, I mean, for the pieces you got, they probably would do best in the 5. Although that one piece would work in a 15 too. Yeah, I'll come back to you. So I need to figure out how to Bear with me here, guys. I need to figure out how to run some more driftwood. Okay, beta's 5. That's what I figured. Okay. So temporary listing. I'm just going to have to, I only was planning on selling 5 pieces of driftwood, so I'm just creating a listing real quick for the hardscape or driftwood. So at the beginning, if you just joined, we auctioned off some driftwood starting at $1, and I think some folks got some good deals there. I'm going to do a couple more pieces. I'm not going to run myself out of driftwood completely, but we'll see. If people are hanging on and liking it, I don't mind helping people fill out their bundles. Thanks for the follow, Henry. One moment here. Sorry for the delay. All right. So we should be able to go ahead and go auction this off. No? Okay. We're going to auction off some driftwood. Bear with me here as I navigate this platform. Looks like it did not launch. All right. I'm struggling here. I'm not sure why. Add listing. Oh, I chose buy now. Okay, that would be why. There we go. Hardscape on screen. All right. Anybody want this nice? I lost half the room. I got this nice piece of driftwood. Let me see if I got anything else that would look good with what some of you guys have gotten. Here's a pretty cool piece, Henry son. I think that would go with what you've gotten so far. So I'll try that one first. Just a little smaller. So this one's kind of crazy. Can go a million different directions. So this would this would go good in a beta tank. Kind of can't set that thing the wrong way, honestly. So we'll go ahead and run this for the driftwood that's on screen. Just this little piece here. The background is a 10-gallon, just for scale reference. If you want to, for how big it could be, how big it is. I mean, it's about, it's bigger than my hand, and I have big hands. So You can see. So we'll go ahead and run this pin, and we will start the auction. We have this piece here, pre-treated. So this is pre-treated spiderwood. It's going to come with basically no tannins. It's already, like I said, pre-treated. So if there are tannins, I would be shocked if there's any, because this has been boiled and soaked for quite a while. So be ready to go just to drop right in. And looks like Randall Rob's going to get away with a steal. $1. Nice. All right. Good for you. I think Henry's son might have dropped. So this is still in the product listing, I believe. I can change it to buy it now, but yeah, this was a escape I was calling Dune vibes, like the movie Dune. We ran it as an auction, but nobody wanted it. All right, y'all. I think that's going to call it for tonight. Dune vibes, yeah. Yeah, I should have showed this earlier for the Dune listing. I think I was calling it Hardscape bundle. I'll pin it again. Yeah, I should have brought the camera up here earlier. It's hard to tell with the glare, but this has got like a little kind of cave in here going on, and then this really cool piece of wood. And you could turn this thing in any direction you want. It's cool. I mean, you really can't mess that piece up. I worked hard on that tower right there. That was frustrating, trying to make that like mountain looking thing with the caves in it. All right. Anybody interested in this Hardscape bundle? Bad angle. Sorry about that. I'll run this one more time. I know it's a little more expensive, but driftwood is pricey. These fancy rocks are pricey. I pre-treated the driftwood and made this aquascape, so I think it's a steal. But I get it, right? Like if you're decorating a tank, you kind of like to do it your own, and you kind of add on. So you kind of have to be setting up a new one to be super interested in a bundle like this. But if I can help somebody out, then awesome. On this thing. This is basically the price that I wouldn't lose money on it. I just want somebody to set it up so I can see what it looked like with fish in it. That's really all I want. Definitely a steal. Yeah, I think so. But look, I get it. Not everybody's setting up a 10-gallon tank today, and if they are, they may already have it set up. This was how I escaped it. It was like this. So you can see it like that. Although let's come up here. All right, that finished. Okay. We tried it twice. No worries. If you're still here, thanks for hanging out. I think we're going to call it for tonight. thanks everybody. If you've bought something, thanks for buying, and if you are just hanging out, thanks for following along. If you followed or shared the show, really really appreciate it. We're going live every Thursday night at around 9:30 Eastern time. So maybe I'll see you again next week. As always, I take requests. You can DM me. And oh, Run the Rocks. Yeah. Give me a second to find what you need here. I'd have to create. Let's see here, because they weigh a little bit more. I have to create a new listing. I mean, I'm not going to run them for $1 with nobody in here. I could sell you a little bundle of rocks though. That way you can just add on to your same shipment. With what you got, I would probably get the Series stones. I'm just trying to find some pieces that make sense for your tank size. So that's probably pretty good for a 5-gallon. Let me see what you got, Henry-san. So you got like this piece. Oh, you got a few pieces. So I was thinking with the other pieces, but you can kind of see the color contrast there, like that. I don't know what this weighs. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess 3 pounds. I think that should be safe. Try and keep it cheap on the shipping for you. I think that should work for whatnot. All right, this is all right. This is for you, Henry-san. If you're feeling this kind of serious stuff, when this stuff gets wet, the colors really pop. This has a lot of these like grooves and different white parts. I'm not sure if you've used this rock before, but basically this would be your little rock bundle. So if you're interested, I know you already got a couple pieces of driftwood. I think this could look good in your 5-gallon beta tank. Okay, cool. Happy with it. I'm glad. It's nice to kind of save on shipping with the bundle too. So, all right, you got it. Cool. Good deal. All right, now we'll call it for tonight. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for purchasing, Henry-san and Rana Rob, and one other person who I didn't write down their name. Thank you. Hope you enjoy. I would love to see what you do with it. DM me a picture. That'd be awesome. You don't have to, but I like looking at fish tanks. Sweet.